Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Comedian and filmmaker Ranson Carr is back in the studio with friends Ashley Duncan and Joe Salmons. We also have a new DJ in training for WWSU, Ryan Guffey, who seems to fit right in with the show. Poor fella. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Wednesdays from noon to 2 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, it is Wednesday. It is noonish. It is time for the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Lucky you. It's going to be one of those shows today. I can already feel it because we have Ranson Carr in the studio with us.
That's right. I'm back again.
Which is always a hoot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Absolutely. And we get to discuss your femininity some more, actually, because your pumpkin spice and your man tans and all that. We're going to bring it up because
all the real manisms I have.
Exactly. Because I'm going to come out and tell you that I use beard oil, so
okay,
that's all good. But I do buy it at Angler's Bait and Tackle in Englewood, Ohio, because if you're going to buy product for your hair, you can only get away with it as a man if you buy it at the same place where you can test fire a compound bow and renew your fishing license.
So you get your bait oil at the Beard and Tackle.
Right, something like that.
Okay.
No, my bait oil. Anyway,
welcome back, Ranson.
Welcome back to the show, Ranson. Always good to have you. We never go where we shouldn't when you're here.
Right.
You are the voice of reason for the Life Radio Show.
I keep you on that fine line.
Exactly. Because that's. Yeah, it's pretty fine. And, with him is Joe Salmons.
Close enough.
Enough. Get closer to that mic. You guys are just going to have to be like cheek to cheek. Not those cheeks, in your face.
He's used to that.
Right? Not those. I wasn't talking about those cheeks, actually. Ashley Duncan is back as well, and she's very brave to come back after it's been a while since you. I think that was
like a year ago.
Yeah, at least a year ago.
Because we were doing the Just Call Me Rant stuff a lot. And
are you? Have you still got the Just Call Me Rant?
I don't. I still got it. I just don't know.
Are you still doing anything with it? Is it still a thing?
Still holding the footage. I'm not ready to say that I'm not going to do it.
Okay, because there was supposed to be a scene I was going to do, and I was really excited about it.
We're still going to do that scene because that's the one episode I have, and that's all I need is that scene.
Okay,
it's just a matter of doing it like probably when the weather breaks. So.
Yeah, it probably you don't want to do that scene in the cold because it's that scene just would not work.
Yeah,
in the cold.
But that scene's got to be done. It's too funny not to. So.
That's true. We also have somebody shadowing me today. I have a shadow here in the studio, but I always turn their mics on because sometimes it scares them. But he's a confident-looking young man.
I think so.
Ryan.
Yes. How's it going?
It's going good. What's your last name again?
Guffey.
If you want it out there.
Guffey.
Mm-hmm. Guffey. Okay. Ryan Guffey. Is it? So we have a full studio today.
All right.
And so far it's been all potty talk.
It has.
For the most part.
We just now went live. So
right. We just now went live. So let's end that right now.
Okay. We'll try.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to make it
So tell me a little bit about the movie.
The movie that you're in.
Yeah,
you don't know the name
Snake Drain Preppers.
You'll just do anything, won't you?
I pretty much will do anything.
We're going to talk then after the show. I got another movie I want you to do.
I'm in. I don't even need to see a script.
Speaking of cheek to cheek,
I am in.
We're going to do a good movie.
Wow. I'll do. How much do I have to pay you for that one?
That's right. As long as you know how this works.
Better question, who else is in the movie?
Does it matter?
Good.
Yes, it sure as hell does.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's that?
She said it's just the two of you, so.
The two of me?
Yeah, you
There's
and
only
Joe.
one of me.
No,
Hey,
$20 is $20, man.
That's see exactly.
He knows.
He knows. It
He
only
knows.
costs him
That's
$20.
That's why he's been in all the shows. He knows.
So tell me about Snake Drain Preppers.
So it's almost done. It's really close. I know last time I was here it was close, but this is literally like within the next
So it's close.
month or two.
There's been progress. That's all.
There's a ton of progress. Yeah,
Awesome.
like I literally have almost all the editing done. Last night I was messing around getting some different filters to kind of change some of the look of it a little bit. What's that noise, Don?
Is there a noise?
Yeah, I did, but it's gone now.
It could have been you. It's all in your head.
It could have been.
Most of the show is actually on your head, or it's all in my head. It's one or the other. I think I just imagine this show every Wednesday, and I'm not really here.
That makes it suck
Somehow
for me.
I get it recorded.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is weird.
Somehow it comes through.
Yeah, I probably should stop doing drugs. Actually, it would help.
So, but it's going well. It's almost done. I'm kind of waiting on the weather to break. I have like 2 scenes left to film, but they're outside. And the whole thing I don't know how much you saw of it. I don't think you saw anything really since
just
you were
a
your
little
part.
bit, just
But
snippets and pictures and stills. That
the guys
we
will
put
have cut off
online.
T-shirts, so there's no way we can film that right now. Like there's just no.
Pussies.
Some frostbite.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
they'll
You'll
see
be
their
fine.
breath in one scene and not the other. It won't make a whole lot of sense. So as soon as the weather breaks and we get
You
like
haven't been doing independent film long, have you?
well, I mean, I'm trying to make it look as good as I can.
Right. I'm just kidding, because a lot of times you just I've been in some great ones for
Oh, I know.
that kind of continuity.
I was I guess if you call it bragging you up on the way here.
There you go.
We'll say bragging
If
to your
yeah,
face.
we'll
but
call that. Not,
it's a good.
yeah, don't say anything about.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
Yeah, because they'll talk for hours about it and nobody cares.
But I got some other stuff on the rise that's
Okay,
kind of
well,
exciting that
let's
I haven't
hear
actually
about it.
told anybody about.
So
So,
it's breaking news
breaking
on the
news
life. This is
for the
awesome.
3
This is
viewers
why
we
we're
have.
here. Is
That's
actually
right.
Put that. Yeah, 3.
Well,
We got 2 more views.
we got 8 on Facebook.
Oh, okay,
so.
okay. Well, that's like
For
4
those
times.
8.
That's like 4 times as many as we get on radio.
That's right. So see, we're doing great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a like a little interview type show. Kind of like it's gonna be like some other stuff you see, like the comedians in cars with coffee, with Jerry Seinfeld,
Right.
stuff like that. But it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be Joe's gonna be a co-host. We're gonna go to his house. We're gonna shoot a game of pool with the guest to start the show. Then we're gonna go to a local restaurant in Dayton that's locally owned, eat their food, kind of talk about the food a little bit and how good it is, and then do a little bit more of the interviewing. And that's going to be pretty much the basis of the show.
Now, are you any good at pool, or is it going to be like a 45-minute game of pool to open up the show? Because that's
No, it'll be wait. The game of pool will probably last like 2 hours because I'm so bad at it.
okay.
But
I'm
that's
so good at pool.
Well, I have the pool table and I haven't even played it.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm the
know.
same way. I have an antique Brunswick 9-footer in my basement, and I don't think I've taken the cover off the felt in
That's
2 years.
Typically, what everybody does
Yeah.
when they have a pool table.
Yeah, because when I first got it,
It's
I
great for
used
laundry,
to be I
though.
used to be good, because you get good on that 9-footer, that nice slate pool table. You get good on that 9-footer. You go to those 7-foot bar tables, and you will own them.
really
I did that back when I used to play a lot. I went to one of the local bars near my house, and there were people that wanted to fight me over that pool table, because the one guy, it was $1 a game. You put your dollar up there, you got the next game, and the guy put his dollar up there. I broke, ran the table. He never got a shot. He was furious. He slammed another dollar up there. He was ready to go again. I said, "Do you want to break?" He said, "Sure." He broke, didn't get anything in. I ran the table. End of game. He was furious. But
Over $2.
over $2. Oh, he was mad. He wanted the table. $2 is $2, and he was. Well, I think it was just more embarrassment, because he was the pool king.
that is the one
But
game
it's-
that people just lose their stuff over when they
Oh,
they get beat like that. You know what
And
I mean? Like
I'm terrible anymore, because
You-
I haven't played in so long.
you play baseball or something and you get beat really bad. It's not like everybody wants to beat the crap out of you. You play pool with a 1-man game and they run the table on you. There's going to be a fight.
Oh yeah, especially if you do it twice in a row.
Yeah. So why'd you
Yeah.
quit? Like,
I got
Got
too much
bored
to
with
do. I got too much going on.
hey, maybe you should like go back to that because maybe you're really good at it. You know?
I should. Are you saying I'm not good at anything else?
I'm
Is
just
that-
saying.
Is that what you're trying to tell
stick
me?
to what you're
Lance?
good at, Don. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We'll see if we can make Don
Quit.
cry. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's my turn this time. I
Yeah.
think you're usually, because we pick on your
Yeah, and
your
it'll
your
come back
feminine
around.
qualities.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
is a quality, though.
It
Let's
is a
keep that in
quality.
mind.
Absolutely. I wish I could find my feminine side. I tried to with the beard oil, but just isn't.
Anything with a
just
beard
isn't-
is not feminine. You can't have that. Well, I mean,
Except
for some
it's-
it is.
It's beard oil, but it's still a hair product.
For your face.
Yeah.
I just never understood it.
I
I've
don't get it
never
either.
understood it. The
What,
beard
the beard
oil.
oil?
Does it make
Yeah.
your beard soft?
When it
I'm not
does,
gonna
and
smell
it
when
smells
it's doing it.
fantastic. Yep, Scotty Mays was in here last week, and he was smelling. He was right up here
He was
smelling.
smell-
Oh
Of
yeah,
course
oh yeah.
Scotty
Well,
was.
he's trying to
That's
quit
Scotty for
smoking,
you.
and it's
Oh.
kind of got a like a pipe tobacco scent to it. So yeah, he was. Yeah, he was sitting on my lap, sniffing my beard. He was, Scotty, I miss you.
I love Scotty. He's my favorite person to mess with. He is. He gives it right. Him and Doug Morgan are like the two that I just.
Doug Morgan, I've heard that name before.
Oh, you haven't had Doug in here?
Really?
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say. I was so going to make a joke about Doug. I was going to say he's used to be a comic. He's not anymore.
Oh yeah. He's the one that he kidnapped a kid or something.
Yeah,
Posts all kinds of pictures.
Acts like he's a
ransom
dad.
notes. Yeah. Just kidding, Doug. We love you too.
I'm not Doug.
Yeah. Huh?
Nothing.
I didn't say.
I said I'm not
You're
Doug.
not kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were telling me you're not Doug, which is definitely a proud thing to pronounce. I mean, if I was Doug, I wouldn't let anybody know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think he's proud of the Doug Morgan. So
Right. Which, see, this is how local comics treat each other.
Of course.
Which I don't even know if I'm considered a local comic anymore, because I mean it's been like 4 or 5 months.
You should be
since I've
getting
actually been on stage.
You should be getting offers to do things to you with the status you're at now.
I should be.
You're
but
like
I'm
a partial
not.
club owner. So
I'm
everybody
not
should
unless
be
you're trying
begging
to
you.
unless you're trying to tell me something.
Listen, I'd like to get on stage, John. What do I got to do?
I will talk off the air.
Why are you winking at me?
Wait, you were just on stage this past weekend, so I've already got one.
Okay.
I've already got one.
I don't like the way it
owed
went.
to
I
me.
want to go again. So.
Okay. So
I'll be back there the 2nd of February.
That's true. You're part of the little
Showcase.
showcase they're doing with Nate
Brock,
Washington,
Brock Shank,
Brock,
Nate Washington, Nick
Taylor, and Ed John.
Ed John, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how they got on there. No. No,
I'll tell you what.
they're good. They're good dudes.
They both were on that show this weekend. Nick Taylor did a set, and that's like the best I've ever seen him do. Like I've seen him do really well, but Nick Taylor, I told him after he's done, I was like, man, that was like
really fun.
it was like nonstop.
He
He
did
never
great
had a
set
moment
New
where
Year's
there wasn't.
Eve.
Yeah,
New Year's Eve, he went up with the Todd Yon was there.
Oh,
he did
nice.
it. He had a great set.
yeah.
that
Todd's really
night.
good. I didn't know he went up with them. That's awesome.
Yeah, they Nick and Ed are both they're both really well. Nick anyway. No,
I like Ed too. That's
yeah,
good.
I like Ed. I like messing with him though, because he doesn't listen to me. I'm a club owner, and he doesn't. He just does what he wants. Doesn't listen to me anyway, which is the way most of them there are. So
That's it.
because I'm the maintenance man. I'm the maintenance man
That's
at
right.
the club. That's all I really.
As long as
do.
you know that,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, as long as I know my place.
That's right.
So yeah, it's fantastic to. But no, it's been so long since I've been on stage. I don't even know if I want to anymore.
So you don't do any of the Sunday hangouts like.
I'm there for the hangout.
But you don't do any-
But I usually leave once that's over at 7:00 because my wife gave me a curfew. And no, I'm kidding.
You're not kidding.
I do what I want.
She's just not listening.
I do what
so
I want.
He can say what
Yeah.
he wants.
And then you sleep,
And then
not in the same bed. when
Right.
You get
Well,
home.
I sleep with one eye open anyway.
Yeah,
'cause I
yeah,
don't.
that's fair.
Nope.
She's definitely not listening then.
She never listens when I talk on or off the air. So it's okay. I can say whatever I want because it's just nobody hears it. Eventually, one of her friends will
I was gonna
report
say,
back
yeah,
to her
till that
because
happens.
I'm sure she has a network of spies.
Mhm.
Because I actually think every female has a network of spies when they're in a relationship.
Makes sense.
Is
Why are
that
you
is
looking
that
at
true?
me?
Well, I'm trying to get some confirmation
I
on
don't
this.
think
Yeah, you're not allowed to confirm. I know.
I mean, I
It's
don't think
okay.
it's true.
Just blink twice.
I don't.
You don't have to say so over the air. I know you can get in trouble with the whole group if you tell any of the secrets.
Too, so.
Oh, that's right.
You
Somebody's
did blink.
Facebook Live,
I
and
did blink.
I blinked because I had to blink.
I thought so.
Excuses.
I thought so.
Mhm.
Just secret safe with me.
That's right.
Except it's going out over the air. So we're so now we know. That's what this show is all about: is discovering new secrets that people have, and just rambling about nonsense for 2 hours a day.
Well, we're off to a good start with the rambling on the
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. At least it's not the potty talk anymore.
Mhm.
So what else you got going on? You were going to announce some secret shows.
Yeah,
and,
so
we
I
got
kind of
off
said
on a
that.
tangent.
That's right. I kind of said that.
Did you actually say it? Because I
yeah.
wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. That's all right. You'll see it when it comes out, and I'll be back in here talking about it. But I know that Rocky's, Amy, just confirmed today that we're allowed to use her place.
Cool.
That I don't want to say it wrong, but at the Mudlick Tavern or something.
Yeah, you don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that one wrong. 'Cause
Yeah.
that could go a lot of different
Yeah,
ways.
but they're in the process of going ahead and confirming. I talked to their head chef, and he's working all the details out. But it sounds like they're going to be on board for it. And
It's
then
just a bunch of locals that we want to do.
And,
Yeah.
And as far as your guests are concerned, are you doing like local comics or?
There will be some local comics. There will be, I think Brian Swinehart's going to do it when he comes back from LA. I don't want to say anybody else who I'm going to ask yet until I kind of get there.
But it's going to kind of be a little bit of
It's going to be
everything.
spread
It's
out.
not
Yeah, I don't want to
gonna be
just have
comics.
just the local people here because I don't want to get burnt out. And
Is it just going to be comics? Or are you going to?
No, there will be other people on there too.
Okay.
It'll be just kind
really
of
anybody.
Anybody
that's
that says,
interesting.
all right.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
This
fine.
is my this is my lawn mowing guy. He cuts my grass. It's a real interesting show today.
Yep,
No, it won't be like that, but I'm filming a documentary for Brian Swinehart. Do you know Brian?
I don't
He was just
believe I
he was
did.
just at Wiley's at the end of December.
Okay, I missed
Of course, that was a
yeah,
show that I was on. So thanks for booking me, Don. I appreciate your help.
Hey, I don't book anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't you dare spread the rumor that I book anybody.
Well, that's
there,
not what you
'cause I
said
don't-
before this show started. When I was under your never mind.
Some secrets you got to keep.
Yeah. But I'm filming a documentary for him about he's from Covington, Ohio, and he's living in LA now, and it's about like how he came up and how he became a comic, stuff like that. So
Well, there's a lot of humor to be found in Covington, Ohio.
can't say that I've been there a lot.
I've been there several times. It's it's a lovely
Don't they have
place
the big liquor
to
store
drive.
there?
It's a lovely place to drive through. They have a what?
Don't they have that big ass liquor store? Excuse me. The big liquor store.
You just said ass liquor on the air, by the way. You gotta let some slide if they're funny, just so you know.
My bad.
You did, didn't you? I totally missed it.
I did.
Hey,
When you put it, yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
point these things out when you say
Oh my god, I totally missed
Oh goodness.
it. You're never coming on again.
it. You almost did it. You almost got through
I
it.
almost got through it.
It's only been 15
I think Cody did it last time.
Yeah, I think so. I've done it before. It happens. Actually, I did it this time too. I was just repeating. I'm like, a monkey. I
Yeah,
just
that's
repeat
okay.
what I see.
FCC don't care as long as you're repeating it.
Right, exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
You just-
'Cause-
It's a
Saying
direct
it.
quote.
Exactly.
right. Because I did
Well,
air
it's on a
quotes.
radio show. You
Hey,
did it.
quote.
You say it?
Yeah.
Because I said you
Yes.
said it, so that gets him in
Exactly.
trouble twice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. Just tell him it's fake news. You'll get clean. It's fine.
That's what his weight is. It's fake news.
So you're going to have this potty mouth as your co-host on this.
Oh
show.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's what he brings to the table.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good because
That's about the only thing I bring. I mean,
If it's a YouTube show, you don't have to worry about the FCC.
Yeah,
and all that crap,
yeah.
So.
No, they'll just pull your video and shut down your channel. It'll be all good.
Yeah. Did you
Right,
see?
right, that's
Did you
fine.
see YouTube's changing their content? Like their not their content. Well, you know, I know you've heard about this, where they're changing their partner monetizing rules.
Huh.
Yeah, I just heard about it today. They let me know they're not gonna.
I don't know.
They're
I
not
don't
gonna
have
partner
enough
with me
viewers or
anymore.
listeners to monetize anything.
Yeah, I don't either now. Like I did before. Like now they're changing. Like you have to have so many like hours of viewership and 1,000 subscribers before that you can partner with them to make money. So they're gonna weed out a lot of people that
Wow.
they're paying.
Wow. That's
So they're basing it off of like, is it based off of like a full video watch, or if they watch half of the video?
I
then
think
that
it's just
counts as
like your
however long-
total amount of videos, how much they're watched. So it doesn't matter if like one video gets nothing, as long as your total amount of like time they're watching the video it equals like so many hours.
Right, but so you know how Facebook, like if you're scrolling through a feed and you watch like 5 seconds of a video, it counts as one view for like the entire
Yeah.
video. Is it the same deal?
I don't
Like
think
if you watch
so.
30 seconds of the video, then it counts.
I don't
Whereas if you
think
wa-
so. I think it's how long they actually
Specifically,
tune in.
how
Yeah.
long you watch.
It's like their
that.
analytics now will break down. Like I have an 18-minute video on there that I filmed for like a Christmas episode,
Right.
and it'll say like the main amount of viewership is like 9 minutes.
Mhm.
It's like they watched half of it or
Right.
something, or the majority. Because that means if somebody clicks on it and then it closes off right away, that's going to kill that time. Do you know what I mean?
Whereas
But-
if they sit there and watch all of it or all but like 15 seconds, of it,
Right.
then you're pretty much good to go.
yeah,
I'm with you.
exactly. So
you
another
ever
way
have
that,
anybody actually watch?
well, I mean, the people that are in it,
Well, yeah,
they got that going.
And
Well,
their
I've
friends,
I've
family.
watched all of Just Call Me Rants. I think I've watched every episode of that.
Did you like that?
That was a lot of fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
There's some stuff I look back now when I watch it, and there's stuff I don't like about it at all.
That's natural.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've done in my past that I'm ashamed of. That's-
I think it's
That
called-
might be a little different.
I think that's called.
well, I needed the money.
Can't fault you for there.
I think that's called growing up. Maybe somewhere in there.
Well, this
Is
is only
it?
about a
Well, now
year
you
ago
gotta
for me,
go
though, with the
bring
show.
growing
so.
up into my radio show. It has
Sorry,
no place here.
sorry, philosophical debate in a comedy show. I forgot we can't do that.
Grown-ups
That's
have no place
too
on this
highball.
show.
Got it.
Exactly.
Got it.
All right, I think it's it's time for something anyway. It's time to. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but it's time to do something. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the comedy rundown, and I'm going to play a little tune, take a break. Here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Thursday, January 25th, open mic at Mugshots at 2341 South Smithville Road in Kettering. That show starts at 8 p.m. Also on Thursday the 25th, open mic at the Hookah Bazaar is back at 958 Patterson Road in Dayton. That show starts at 10 p.m. You can sign up for stage time at 9:30. Thursday through Sunday, January 25th through the 28th, Kostaki Economopolis is at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Friday, January 26th, Comedy Night at Uncle Louie's Lounge at 2667 Rombach Avenue in Wilmington, Ohio. The headliner is going to be Lori Graves, and that show starts at 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, January 26th and 27th, Paul Spratt is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. Saturday, January 27th, Laugh for a Cure Comedy Night at Bojangles Nightclub at 1925 South Alex Road in West Carrollton. That show starts at 8:30 p.m. And Sunday, January 28th, Comics Hangout and Joke Workshop at 5 p.m. at Wiley's, followed by Wiley's Sunday Comics at Wiley's Comedy Club at 8 p.m. That is it. As always, check out wileyscomedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And I do have to throw one shout out to the show Raider Up here on WWSU with Patrick. That's going to be that comes up tomorrow, I believe, at noon. I think so. Why am I looking at you?
I don't know. I don't have that answer yet. I felt like I should be looking it up, though, like immediately.
Yeah, look it
when you
up
looked at
now.
me.
Get your phone out.
Yeah, it's out.
Okay. The phone's out. Okay. But, Raider Up tomorrow at noon. He's going to be giving away some Wiley tickets. They're going to be debating the merits of self-driving cars, which I've done several news stories on because it's just a stupid idea. And that'll start the debate off. Because I'm a master debater. And he's also going to be talking about staying well during the flu season, which I have a news story. We can talk about that when we come back from the break. It's all based on the man flu and the merits. There was a study. There is a study.
It's real.
Yes, there is a study that says that is real, and it's probably a study done by men. Yep. So I told you it was worse. All right, we're going to be back here shortly. Here's a little Potter's Field, Devour the Crow.
What do you say, baby? Are you afraid of yourself? Are you afraid to say, baby? Scream with envy from yourself. Of life. Come on,
There's a reason they call them lazy Sundays. There's nothing better than sitting around and enjoying the comforts of a good book. But what book should that be? Well, every Sunday, Eventide brings you The Bookseller, hosted by Jessica Gillen. Each week, Jessica breaks down a different book and tells you everything you need to know before cracking it open and getting lost in a whole new world. Tune in every Sunday for The Bookseller with Jessica Gillen, brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
Shut up, Rance. We're back. All right. We're
bad.
back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in the studio with Rance and Carr, Joey Sammons, Potty Mouth, Ashley Duncan, and Ryan Guffey. Thank you. I wouldn't have got it. I'm just kidding.
Not a big deal. It's my first time.
It's all I can do to remember my name most days. So we have been talking about all kinds of crap. Rance got me in trouble with Facebook Live, as usually happens.
Yes.
You know, that's why I love Facebook Live, because there's no better way to put your foot in your mouth.
Yeah. Now, see, if you would have put yours on, then you probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, because I'd have known. I'd be like, oh crap, I'm live and I'm an idiot. So
Exactly.
I'm probably going to say it anyway because I'm an idiot. That's what idiots do.
I agree.
Yeah.
With all of the above.
Yeah, I appreciate your support. I really do. That's why I book you. You're very positive.
I'm very honest.
Yeah.
Like I told these guys,
Well, I was
listen,
gonna say
I'm like the
positive.
leader of the band. You guys don't talk unless I tell you to talk. Because I'm the leader of the band. So
Well, yeah. Somebody's got to make the rules.
this is news to her.
Somebody's got to make the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Every now and then you just got to say, "Shh, men are talking."
And then get your fingers broken.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm on the other side of the room, so
She's got stuff she'll throw.
that's probably true. She'll probably pick stuff up from the studio. She'll rip the microphone off of there
I
and
got
throw
lots
it
of
at
stuff
me.
in my purse I can throw. It's fine.
That's good. As long as you come prepared.
Yes.
So
We
you-
asked her to come because we kidnapped her in the movie and wanted people to know that she wasn't really harmed. You know?
Yes.
You can. It's
And I
blink
get called
twice.
a
if
bad
you-
name like 1,000 times.
Yes.
I can't say the bad name.
She's not
While
like
you're
Joe.
filming, or is
Yeah.
it?
And while
Just
we
random.
weren't.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But-
So it
That's
kind of crosses over. It goes from filming to real life.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of fits.
So
I got
you're
comfortable with
yeah.
it.
So you're filming a reality show, is what?
Yeah. And then
There it is.
the funny part is she just went with it. She just was like, I don't like you guys keep calling me that. And then as it kept going, she just went, eh.
My mom ends up calling me that.
Yeah, her mom did. Yeah, her mom's got a part in the movie too.
So in the movie, she called. That's
In the movie, she's my mom, and then she decided to call me that too, as he told me. I wasn't there, so I didn't know.
So you guys got to talk into that microphone because it keeps getting real. There you go, right up there. Right up there. Like I said,
hey
cheek
there.
to cheek,
And
cheek to
actually,
cheek.
I don't like to be cheek to cheek.
Yep. It's okay.
So what about the man flu?
What about the let's
man
get started
flu.
on some news. We will let me see if I can find the man flu here. We will get started on some news. Hey, it's the first news story. Look at that. See, I told you I didn't lie.
Good stuff.
The much debated phenomenon of man flu may have some basis in fact. Researchers have said a Canadian study. Well, it's Canadian, so we can just that's fake
Throw that
news.
Throw
away.
that right
Yeah.
out the window.
A Canadian
Fake
study
news.
was carried out to determine whether men really do experience worse symptoms than women, or whether it is just a myth. Dr. Kyle Sue, which, that's up in the air. Man's first name and his last name Sue, so that could go either way.
But how's
Sure.
it spelled?
S-U-E,
Okay,
Sue. Yeah.
fair enough.
Did you think he was Native American?
Or, Eastern Asian. I don't know. Man.
Oh, okay.
Could be a bunch of different things.
Dr. Kyle Sue, a clinical assistant professor, is assistant professor, so does that even count? Anyway, at Memorial University of Newfoundland, suggested men may not be exaggerating symptoms, but have weaker immune responses to viral respiratory viruses. In what is thought to be the first study of its kind, he analyzed relevant research and found evidence that adult men have a higher risk of hospital admission and higher rates of influenza associated deaths compared with women, regardless of underlying disease. So there you go.
It's
That-
definitely real.
Men
It's
are weaker.
so fake.
Men
You
are
guys are
weaker.
just big
That's what
babies.
what I get out of this art. We are exactly. We're big babies. We are
Child-
weaker. We have a
Childbirth is
weaker-
almost as bad as the man flu. It's not quite as bad,
there.
but
Wow.
let me tell you, the man flu is serious.
Apparently, passing a kidney stone is worse than childbirth.
For a man, of course.
in general. Although men are more likely to
Well,
get them.
here's the difference. You don't have to keep that kidney
What?
stone and raise it for 18 years.
That's
That's
true.
true.
So
so
the
childbirth is a pain that
continues,
so
whereas kidney
it's-
stones only a short term. That's fair. I can give you that.
Right. See,
That's a
there you
good
go.
point.
There you go. Yeah. if you name your kidney stone and have to change its diapers for like the first year you keep it around, and you keep it for 18 years, and it still asks for
And you
money
have to,
when
and you have to, I was
send
going to
it
say, you have to pay for it.
then okay, fine. It's kind of painful, but I still wouldn't. I don't know.
So you're saying-
I've never had a child.
So you're saying at
I've never
37 I
given
shouldn't be
birth.
asking my dad to borrow $20?
Probably not.
My bad, Dad.
Yeah, no, that's no, you're good. If he's dumb enough to give you money,
Yeah.
keep going.
He doesn't have any money.
Well, there you go. Because you took it all.
That's I doubt it.
See, that's it. So man flu is a real thing now. So according
No.
to Dr. Kyle,
Not real.
It definitely is.
That's a guy that
Dr.
made it.
Seuss said so.
Did you say Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. I should have.
It would be more believable
Yeah,
if
that's
Dr.
right.
Seuss said it. No, I don't believe it either. Actually, you're in good company. I think it's crap. I think that just men are wimps.
They are.
Yeah.
All of them. Sorry.
Exactly.
Not sorry.
Because I mean, even when we're well, we can't make our own damn sandwich. We have to. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
See, I'm married. I actually, I do most of the housework.
Yeah.
Actually, see, we got into this. It wasn't really an argument. Every now and then, I let the dishes sit to see how long she gets tired of watching them before she will actually wash them. And this is what happened last Sunday. Cracked me up. She went in. We got up in the morning. She went into the kitchen, and she first thing I heard was, "There's not anything to cook breakfast with." And I thought, well, I guess you better wash something. She was in that kitchen for 4 hours cleaning. Never touched a dish.
So she cleaned everything.
That was her. She cleaned
everything
everything
but
else.
the
I'm
dishes.
not allowed
That
to
was
do
her
dishes.
sending me that was her sending me a message right there. And you know what? She spent 4 hours cleaning that kitchen. It took me 40 minutes to do the dishes. I think that's a win for me.
Call that a win. That's fair.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Me. I don't like dishwashers because
don't
dishwashers,
really
in my
clean.
experience, you have to wash the dishes before you put them in, and it just
Well,
it's
you
a
rinse
waste of
them
time.
off. You don't have to wash them.
See, that's a man talking. 'Cause you know, 'cause-
No, yours is the germaphobe
that's lazy.
talking.
That's a germaphobe that's still lazy because you put them in the dishwasher. All you get back, if you had dirt on the plate, you're just going to get back heated up dirt. I mean, you can probably just flick it off, but still, it's there. We're getting a phone.
But
I don't
it's
feel
cleaner.
like taking
Answer
a
it.
call right
Answer
now.
that phone.
Answer the phone. Let's see. It never works anyway.
you know you can call in.
This is life. You're on the air. See, I told you, it never works any. Is there somebody there?
Hi, I'm calling for Dr. Seth Gordon.
Who's that? Who's that?
My name's Kristen Hetler. I'm a special investigator. I was calling for Dr. Seth Gordon.
Oh, I believe you have the wrong number, and I'm not going to mess with a special investigator. This is a live radio show right now.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Hey,
Take
no
care.
problem.
We should have definitely
wow.
messed with
That
her.
Doc- could've been-
That was Dr. Sue. Dr. Sue was upset we were talking about
That's
Dr.
what it
Yes.
Sue.
was. I am
And
so
therefore-
sorry. I hung up on Dr. Sue.
Wow.
Who
the
are they
special
looking
No, no,
for?
investigator.
Sheriff?
As long as it's not me, I'm all right.
Dr. Sue
Yeah.
called the special investigator
for
to
Ransom
call
Gila.
us to put the fear in us
Man.
so that
Yeah,
way we
he's
don't
gone.
talk about them
Man,
anymore.
that is.
That escalated.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. Yeah, we were being
That
investigated.
really got out of
with
hand.
That might have been the FCC. Way to go.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Way to drop a cuss word.
Oh, man, that is terrible. So,
Getting back to the whole dishwasher.
getting back to the dishwasher.
So,
thing.
so as another married man, when my wife and I
My
first
condolences.
Yeah. When we first moved in together, we were in a house that, like you, didn't have a dishwasher. And we were actually the opposite way. My wife came from a family that didn't mind if the dishes sat for a little bit. And I came from a family that, no, you don't want that stuff to sit. So I would actually get on my wife about letting, the dishes set for a little while, and she'd always have the same answer for me. If it bugs you, go
Wash
take
it.
it. Yeah, go take it.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
but you're...
How long you
So-
been married?
About 2.5 years now.
Oh, just wait, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah,
wait.
I know.
You haven't
I've been
seen
told.
anything, dude.
Sky-
I've been told. Give it
Skydiving.
another
It's
2.5,
better.
3 years, and then it'll start getting good. I know. We don't have kids yet either, so
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's
Just,
just avoid
Yeah.
most of that. Actually, just avoid physical contact,
That
just for
is-
the danger that it might happen by accident.
yeah.
yeah. Marriage is great.
Love you, honey.
Yeah. So she's listening now, right?
Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. If so, I'll find out later.
Yeah.
He'll know.
See,
You
what
said
what
what?
would be really funny is if my wife was listening at her desk at work and had the whole office.
Oh,
listening to
that'd be
this
the
crap.
greatest thing ever.
I would be. This is why I sleep with one eye open.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because eventually I'm a dead man. I'm gonna have to go back to wearing my chastity belt just to keep to keep things away.
Oh goodness.
Back to some news. So stop talking about my home life and ruin my. It's already done. The Los Angeles Superior Court judge is set to begin trying to sort out tangled claims over who gets the remains and belongings of the notorious killer Charles Manson. The victor will lay claim to thousands of dollars worth of Manson, quote, murderabilia. That's a wonderful thing to have. And songs the killer wrote that have been performed by the Beach Boys and Guns N' Roses. I really can't see a Charlie Manson song performed by the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
I know. When I heard that, I didn't know that till he died. I heard that. And I was like,
Man.
wow.
The heir will also gain potentially lucrative rights to Manson's writings and images. Manson, 83, died in November in a hospital in Corcoran State Prison in California, 48 years after orchestrating 9 grisly murders by his cult followers. That is probably the most weird way to say grisly murders. Grisly murders. Like it's, yay!
You know what
Grisly
bothers me
murders.
the most about Charles Manson?
What's that?
The thing that bothers me the most is that he gets girls more than I get girls.
Uh.
Like, how does he get, like, they show up to the prison and want to marry him?
Yeah.
Some
And,
people are into that. It's a thing.
Listen, I know you killed somebody, but I just love you. Like, right, listen, Ranson, you're
well,
terrible.
I guess if you marry them while they're in prison, you have a better chance of survival. If you marry a murderer, a mass murderer, and they're not in prison, you're going to go eventually.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
if they're still in prison and you know there's no way of them getting out, you're safe. Go for it.
They
There's
should
a
just.
new show where it's about love when people get out of jail, and these people are like writing to them while they're in jail, and then they get out and have relationships with like killers and all that, and it's so weird.
That is weird. I
I
just don't
I
get
don't
that at all.
understand.
That's a whole nother level of desperate. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
just
much.
eat a bunch of Tide and get out of here.
Oh my god.
Are we
is-
going to
how is
discuss that?
Yes.
Why
How is
wouldn't
that
we?
a thing? Really?
I
I
saw
don't
somebody-
want to say that. I don't want to generalize and say that kids are stupid, but I'm going to have to
But
generalize
really,
and say
though.
that kids are stupid.
God. I
Because
don't
they're pretty.
like
Anything that pretty must taste good.
I don't like I know so you know that they now make water that looks similar to that, right? Like it's wrapped in seaweed or stuff like that, and it's supposed to be
Oh,
better
that
than
clear
like
ball thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Oh yeah, okay.
so
I know
yeah.
what you
like
mean.
I guess like is maybe there's a connection between like
No,
like,
there's
you know,
not.
but, like,
No,
but
no.
that's my
They're
point.
just stupid.
Like
No,
they're
they're
not,
just
like,
dumb.
one's water, one is detergent. They don't taste the same. One's gonna taste like crap and probably do damage to you, and the other's
Well, they
water.
died,
It's good
so
for you.
yes.
Yeah. I would say a lot of the damage has been done before they did that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's already
Yeah,
something.
does
Then
get to a
screw, yeah,
point.
no.
I pulled my kid in yesterday and I was like, hey, I just want to make sure that you're not this stupid, you know? And I was like,
Or at least let me get the camera.
yeah, like, this is YouTube gold if you're going to do
Conversations
it.
you never thought you'd have to have with
Yeah,
your
right.
kid.
I did.
Like,
And he was like, why would I do that? I'm like, just look at me and just tell me you're not going to. He's like, oh, why would I do that? I was like,
just say
the
those
answer
words.
is you're not going to do that.
See,
He's like,
well,
no.
the problem is when we were kids and we said a bad word, we got our mouth washed out with soap.
yeah.
And now that that hasn't been done. See, we're not allowed. Parents aren't
Well, it is
allowed to
now.
do that
Yeah,
anymore.
and
so
so-
these idiots are taking it upon themselves
to actually wash their own mouths out
Right,
with some,
right.
yeah.
Well, it's kind of like parkour. I always say parkour is just the result of a generation of kids that never got to watch Wile E. Coyote. We are depriving the kids of these things that are natural. They're going to need for survival. Don't eat soap. Don't jump off a cliff. Those are, those are
Pretty simple steps.
Right, simple
basically
thing.
what you're saying is Darwinism at its finest.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
We need to kind of remold the 10 Commandments into something else for these young kids so they know
Thou
what
shalt
not
not
to,
eat Tide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thou shalt
that's-
not eat Tide Pods.
Yeah, that's just it's pretty stupid.
I seen
It's
on
just-
I seen on Facebook something about they're actually locking up the Tide Pods
I went to
like
Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
razors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You have to
Well,
sign
they,
for it.
yeah.
with your ID.
they've been doing that at a lot of stores for a long time because they're a high theft item. I don't know why. But
Laundry
the Tide
detergent.
Pods, laundry detergent,
sell 'em.
was a very high theft. Yeah, they were selling them on the
black
street.
market, huh?
I went
Yeah.
when I
Black
worked at
market
Walgreens,
Tide
they did.
Pods.
Hey, man, you got some
See, now
Tide.
I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm
Get that Tide
surprised.
Pod, man.
So you're anti. I'm guessing you have a washer and a dryer.
Yes.
So you're
Otherwise, my clothes would
anti-dishwasher.
really stink.
You're anti-dishwasher, but pro-washer and dryer. You could go down to the river and wash them yourself.
That's true. I could beat them on a rock.
So what's the distinction between the two? I'm just curious.
Well, because a washing machine for your clothes actually gets clothes clean. Because it agitates. You don't want your dishes agitated.
Well,
You'll have broken pieces
you got
of
the
plates when you're
you got
done.
the little spinny thing.
And
in
you
it.
can put your dishes in the clothes washer. I wouldn't recommend it because there's not
No, but I'm saying
left of
I'm
it.
saying the dishwasher's got the little spinny thing that moves the water around and whatnot. And,
yeah,
and not to mention
and
the-
it only hits one side of a plate.
well, it's
usually, you know.
but it's also the dishwasher itself gets up to what 180, 190. I mean, when you touch it, like the
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well,
it's got to kill some of the
Tuning
bacteria.
into Bob Vila's.
I'm not saying it doesn't kill the bacteria. I'm just saying if
What are
I'm
you
going to
talking
eat
about?
if I'm going to eat off a plate that still has dirty stuff on it from yesterday, I'm going to at least want the flavor.
I cannot argue with that. You have me there.
Tide Pods. That should be it.
Yeah, so what's that?
So they just don't eat Tide Pods, and that's it.
Right. Yeah, then don't wash your dishes with them either.
If I come here next time, hey, where's the cookies at, man? Like, you used to give me cookies when I came. That's the whole reason I came today. I was getting cookies.
I'm on a diet, and so is everyone else.
And you should.
Actually, the cookies was a limited time joke,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
it was kind of a.
Well, guys, this is my last show.
You don't have
Don
to tell me. You
agrees.
don't have to tell me.
All because I brought potty mouth over here.
Oh,
Goodness.
it's always a fun show. Do we want to do another
Yeah.
another news
Yeah, let's
story
do one
here?
more. Why not?
Let's see. What's this? Nah, that one's not that good. It's about somebody winning the lottery. If it's not somebody in pain, I don't care to read it.
Or if it's not you winning the lottery.
Exactly. That I would read. Let's see. The new year could bring a major scare. The expected crash of an 18,740-pound Chinese space station headed toward planet Earth. And researchers haven't been able to pinpoint exactly when and where this event will likely happen. Tiangong-1, a Chinese space station that launched into Earth's orbit in September 2011, was predicted, in essence, to fall out of space around January 2018. So it's coming.
Hopefully not today.
According to an October forecast by researchers at the Aerospace Corporation, Chinese space officials announced in 2016 that they lost contact with the spacecraft and expected it to crash back to Earth between late 2017 and mid-2018. Researchers have since determined that the space station is expected to re-enter somewhere in the area between 43 degrees north and 43 degrees south. That's a pretty broad spectrum of where that's going to land. And while that location is in the middle of the ocean, it's possible that fragments will land nearby in populated areas. The space station's name means Heavenly Palace. So the Heavenly Palace is crashing down upon us. Is that a sign? Is that?
I think they should try to direct it towards North Korea. Like, whoops, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Didn't mean for our space station to fall on you there, Kim
I'm more
Jong-un.
confused that, they can track us all over the place, but they can't find a space station.
Well,
They're not looking that direction. They're too busy tracking us.
Yeah.
I have my thing is so they've lost contact with the space station. Is anyone on the space station? Like
I'm guessing not. That would be
Well,
really
yeah.
bad news
They
for them
aren't
if they
anymore.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's right.
Like
Yeah.
we don't know where it is. We
Hopefully
can't
they have
contact
parachutes.
We'll
them.
find out when they get back. We'll dig through.
Yikes! When did you say that launched again?
When did that launch? September 2011, I think. Let me see. September 2011.
Okay, I heard it's September 2001. I was like, what now?
Yeah,
Chinese
Yeah.
are doing what while what happens?
yeah. They've been busy.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, that's where we are about to be.
Hit.
The apocalypse is upon.
Thanks for
us.
ruining
I've
my
been
day.
saying
I'll be
it
looking
for
at the
years.
sky the rest of the day now just to make sure I'm safe.
That's it.
That laugh. Oh gosh.
Good enough.
That's what happens. See, well, we've been wondering how the world was going to end. Now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
By a
Chinese
heavenly-
space station.
by a heavenly
Yeah.
palace.
Yes, by the Heavenly Palace is going to crash down upon us.
On
Who
the
names it that? Like, why would you name it that?
I don't know. Why not? What's is it any better than Sputnik?
or Challenger.
Or
like,
Challenger.
Yeah, like
Trump better lay off all those big
Yeah,
Macs
like,
so he can run.
what are we challenging?
I
There's
did
nobody.
not just say that.
There's
Sorry.
nobody else up there. What are we? Are we challenging ourselves? Like,
I'd say that one was pretty challenged on its own.
you want to?
Damn.
You want? You want to
Couldn't
know?
help
You
myself.
want to know what were good names for space shuttles?
Two.
Apollo,
No, I said-
Gemini, like
Wow.
stuff
Did
that's
you
like
see that?
either Greek mythology /
Yeah, I know.
constellation-y ish type. Like that actually has some like substance to it.
Yeah, but there's so much
look
named
thrilled.
after mythology. You know? Like all
I
the
know, that's
star
why this-
signs. Are you guys getting bored over there?
I'm sorry.
We got like 5 conversations. Remember, we're on the air, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
we were just
Okay, we're all supposed to be engaged together.
Of
Let's
course.
get this together.
all right.
Okay,
Focus.
sorry.
Make it happen.
Like
Yep. A Florida man was arrested Friday after he reportedly punched. Florida.
Yeah,
news.
there
know
it is.
Florida
Yeah, I know
news.
where this is going.
Yep, a Florida man was arrested Friday after he reportedly punched an ATM because it, quote, was giving him too much money during an incident in November. Michael Joseph Oleksic. That's, yeah. I'd punch something, too, if they called me that. 23 years old, was charged with criminal mischief after Wells Fargo requested Cocoa Police. That's just Cocoa Police. Not going to go there. Requested Cocoa Police press charges against the man. Law enforcement told Florida Today that Oleksic was seen on surveillance footage standing at the ATM pummeling the electronic teller's touchscreen on November 29th. He then reportedly called Wells Fargo and apologized for the damage done to the teller machine, but said he was angry, quote, angry that the ATM was giving him too much money and he didn't know what to do. Alexic's actions caused at least $5,000 in damage. Well, now he knows what to do with
Well,
that
hopefully
money.
you got $5,000.
Yep,
Can I-
now he knows exactly what to do.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Absolutely. This is what we're
All
all
right.
about here.
So you're at an ATM machine.
No, I'm not.
Hypothetically,
Radio. Oh, okay.
hypothetically,
I
you're at an
didn't know it was a
ATM,
hypothetical
and it
question.
just starts spitting money out at you, and your first inclination is, "I'm going to punch this." Wouldn't your first inclination be, "Oh, I don't know, gather the money"?
I guess depends on how much you've had to drink.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I usually punch ATM machines hoping that it does
Right.
that.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
Like you
Multiple
punch it, and you
times.
hope it
Just
gives
like
you
Yeah,
more
if
money.
it eats my card, I'm going to punch.
Yeah,
it.
you
Right?
put your hand
If it gives me money, I'm going to say
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
sir.
Keep coming.
Yeah.
May I have
May I
another?
have another?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I usually don't punch anything that gives me money.
Exactly.
You know,
Maybe
I might.
I can't
Talk nice
grade
to
it.
it.
Right,
Give it what it
exactly,
wants.
exactly, exactly.
Some other stuff.
You know, I mean, when I was a kid, I was kind of a bully. I would punch things until
Until
they
it
gave
gives
me
you
money.
money. Yeah, but now you've
You know?
learned.
But now I've learned that words hurt just as bad.
Exactly. Used to.
That is just terrible. I'm going to hell. As soon as the heavenly palace crashes down, I'm going to hell. We have time for one more news story, but do I really want to? A man who was reportedly spotted running around a restricted area of Miami International Airport runway on Monday has been detained. Woo-hoo. Miami-Dade police received a call about a man wearing a red trench coat running across the airport's tarmac. Police have a person found. There's a quote. Okay, that's the Miami International Airport spokesperson said police have found a person wandering on the airfield near Perimeter Road and have them in custody. Law enforcement reportedly said the man was dropped off at the airport and got lost before jumping a fence. Security from both sides responded. The man won't be charged for his actions. Really? He won't be charged for his actions. Why, if you got lost in an airport, would your first thought would be, I'm going to
Jump on
jump
the
the
runway?
fence and run straight
He's-
toward this plane?
Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't jump onto an airport that also shares a military base because there are some of those that are out
Yeah.
there. And let's just say his experience wouldn't have been too pleasant.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
No.
Why was he wearing a red trench coat?
That's
Yeah,
the
when was
question.
that so
Why
awkward?
Was he
wasn't
only
there?
wearing a red trench
Right,
coat?
because this is Miami, Florida.
Right.
Why would anybody in Miami, Florida be wearing a
And-
coat, let alone a red trench coat,
Yeah.
On a tarmac.
on a tarmac, running
How did
towards
he
a
get that
plane
lost?
because he got lost?
If you're outside,
See,
you're
there are
probably
more
lost.
questions
Where did he get
than
lost
answers
from?
to this.
How did he get
Exactly.
onto the tarmac? Because generally speaking, there's a fence
He,
that
ju-
goes.
he jumped the fence.
But isn't there generally barbed? Or I guess he could have used the trench coat.
That's why. He had
Yeah,
Ah,
that's why.
there it
There
is.
you go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
There it
yeah.
is.
Protect him from the razor wire.
Hopefully, he had something
There you go.
underneath.
Or he was a time traveler. I don't know. Quantum leap style.
Could have been. Could have been.
Oh, that just
there,
aged you.
Yeah.
did. Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's
quantum physics or something
the
like
old
that.
man.
Something quantum.
So it's something quantum something.
Quantum
I've heard
what?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Some kind of scientific stuff.
Or James Bond, you know.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A red
Quantum-
trench coat.
Yeah, something like that.
Something.
Solid.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So anyway, That's it. That's it for the news. I got no more left in me.
Okay.
I got plenty of news left, but I got to save some for Trace. Trace Shuttleworth is coming up next, so that'll be
a good time.
That'll be an event. But we love you, Trace. It's okay. You're in good company, I guess, out there. All right, Rance, do you have any last minute things to plug before we kick you the hell out of here?
I got a breast cancer awareness fundraiser coming up.
Oh, I was going to say thought you said you had breast cancer. Go ahead.
I might on the 27th at Bojangles in West Carrollton, and then the 2nd I'll be at Wiley's, and the 3rd I'll be at an Eagles in Covington. Those are my stand-up plugs.
Back in Covington again.
Yeah, that's where we're filming that documentary DVD show for him. It's going to be all kind of combined. So, but he's let me do time. So
cool.
That's what's up, Don.
That is what's up.
Yes.
Joey, do you want to cuss one more time?
No, sir.
Okay. Just thought I'd put it out there. Ashley, any last thoughts other than to hell with you and your man flu? Is that
Yeah, that's
okay?
basically
Okay,
it.
that's
sums it up right there.
all right. Well, that's actually the title of this episode: "The hell with you and your man flu."
That
I
makes
like
sense.
it.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Always a pleasure to have you. It's good to see you again, Ashley. Good to meet you, Mr. Potty Mouth.
You won't be back.
No, it's all good. If I didn't have people doing things they shouldn't on this show, I wouldn't be here. So, all right, we're going to take a little bit of a break. Are you sticking around?
No, I think that'll actually do it for me as well.
Okay, see, I chased another one out. So we're
Gotta keep things fresh.
Brian Guffey.
Yep.
It was good. See, I remember that.
There it is.
It's good to have you in the studio. I hope your show goes well. when
I
you get to
appreciate
start. So when's your show going to start? Or do you know yet?
I don't know quite yet. I got to do a couple more shadows. Although time-wise, potentially Tuesdays at 5.
Cool.
Potentially, we'll see. So
Cool. That's a good time. I used to do my shows around
drive
Tuesday.
time, yeah,
So,
it works.
yeah. Well, welcome to WWSU.
Thank you.
You'll never have another as fun experience shadowing anyone else.
I
Just
can
so
believe
you
it.
know.
I can believe it.
All right. Well, that is it. We're going to take a little break. And where the hell am I? We're going to take a little break, and I'll be back with Trace Shuttleworth. Thanks for listening to the Life Podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment's podcast network. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Wednesdays from noon to 2 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can always stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email us at thelife1069@gmail.com.
Overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Shut up, Rance. We're back.